Okay, Paul, your box has arrived, so let's go ahead and get things unpacked and take a look at what you have sent in. We got a crystal, one watch, two watch. Okay. Okay, there we go. Ah, nice. Okay. Okay, let's look. Let's look and see here. We have some cool pieces. Wow. Ah, nice. Wow, that looks so great. Very cool. Both nice watches. You did well. This is a great piece. So this is the one you sent really for the service, and I believe you sent this one in to think about maybe doing a hand swap. And okay, well, let's talk a little bit. So I'm happy to do that. Of course, it'd be sad to lose some integrity of this beautiful watch as well, because these are cool. These UFOs are nice. 6106. I think this is a 6040. Yes, UFO, and this is of course the really neat 6119 6050. And so, oh man, look at that insert. That's pretty. It's very nice. Only a few tiny little chips, which is great. Nice bezel. Cool 5 sports bracelet. This is, 605. Very cool. I too have one of these, and they are neat. Okay, a little stiffness here, but that's probably fixable with a little bit of coercion. Could be that your stem is a little bent. Maybe. We'll see. I don't know if that crown is quite original. Yeah, I'm not sure about... Yeah, maybe it's right. I don't know. I'll have to look. I'll compare it to mine. That seems to work. Okay, well, some things to check for sure. Otherwise, a very nice watch. Very cool. Yeah, it's a great one. It's beautiful, beautiful. So you had mentioned you wanted to swap the hands from this watch, which has pretty good hands in terms of their lack. They don't have very much discoloration, and they do look good. They're nice. They're the frosted style. These are definitely discolored. Now, it's entirely up to you, and I'm fine doing that. Very cool. Okay, so let's focus on this watch for now. Let's go ahead and have a look at status here. Okay, Paul. So let's get things loosened up here. All right. I don't see any evidence of service in your case back. There's no marks. So that is the way it is. All right, so you've got a clean movement. There's no obvious signs of rust. A little bit of haze, but that's not to be, unexpected. 6119B, 21 joules, which is a higher joule count than others. It may actually have some diafix settings. So let's go ahead and just kind of get a sense of the state of the movement at the moment. I'll put a full wind in. It's interesting. Usually these Seiko the Seiko mainsprings will have a bit of a catch at the end, but this one seemed a little bit loose. Little hair in there. Okay, so it's running. It doesn't look particularly vigorous, but we'll get to that. All right, let's go ahead and put on the time grapher and just see exactly how it's doing. Okay, well, looks okay, not terrible. You know, low 200s. That's a good starting point. I mean, that means the watch is not struggling too much. There's some noise here, but that can. A lot of times these large case watches, I'm going to move this around just for a second. These large case watches, they're hard to hear. The time grapher has a hard time. Seikos are particularly quiet watches. They don't tick 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 really loudly, and so as a consequence, these microphone-based time graphers aren't really that sensitive. So you get a little bit of noise. So this could just really be from a lack of fidelity in the microphone. So not bad. I mean, the amplitude is waning a bit. It had a power surge from me putting a bunch of power in manually, and then it kind of relaxes a little bit as the mainspring starts to wind back. So clean signal, you know, in terms of these lines are lines, and you can see them. There's not just a big snowstorm on the screen here. So as a consequence, I'd say this is where it should be pre-service. We're going to hopefully get it better. The signal's getting a little bit cleaner. So I'm happy. I think this is great. It's a great place to start. All right, let's come back to the bench. Okay, well, we're back. You know, the crystal that's in it is really good. I'm not sure. You sent in a crystal. Let's take a quick look at what you have sent, just so I'm clear about what to see here. Okay, so this is a 330W16 GN. To be 100% sure I know exactly. Yeah, so that's a. Well, we can definitely put it in if you want. That's no problem. This one is remarkably good, though. I don't know if you wanted me to put that in here. Well, you're going to have to tell me. I mean, that's a pretty darn good crystal if I can perhaps dissuade you from changing it. But entirely up to you. Happy to do whatever you want me to do. A really nice watch. All right. Paul, I'm ready to get started. This is going to be a pretty straightforward build. I assume you want me to put these hands in this watch. Now, what I didn't really mention is that I have some pretty good surrogate loom. I'm hesitant to remove the loom from these just because they are very original, and it would kind of be a shame to lose the loom on these. But if these hands are your replacements, they can go directly into this. That's no problem. I would keep the sweep. The second hand is proper for this, even though they came with both. But you know, I would definitely keep this one as original as possible in terms of what came on the watch. But certainly the hands can go. All right, enough of me rambling about hands and things. Thanks for watching.